What's up YouTube? BK with BK Gaming 9000 here. Today it is Friday. The vendors have reset in the division. Let's go ahead and jump right on into DZO2. If you enjoy the content in this video, a like would be super appreciated, and subscribe for more content in the future. So right off the bat, he's got a tactical mask with Enduring. Next he has a tactical vest with Reckless. It is a stamina roll, so if you want one of those, go ahead and pick that up. He's got a tactical pack with Resourceful. He's got a Spec Ops pad with Prosperous on it. He's also got a Spec Ops holster with Steadfast. And he also has Gunslinger gloves with Cunning, which is a firearms roll. Cunning is after reloading, the next shot has a 10% higher critical hit chance, which can be useful in some circumstances. And now let's head on over to DZO3. Alright agents, so we are here in DZO3. Let's go ahead and see what the weapon vendor has for us today. So right off the bat, they got the first wave X45 with Expert and Sustained. They're selling the enhanced PP19 with Talented, Responsive, and Hurried, which isn't a bad roll. I would probably re-roll Talented for something different, but that's not horrible at all. They're selling the enhanced ACRE with Destructive, Dominant, and Capable. That's also not a bad roll. I would probably re-roll Dominant for something different. They're selling the Tactical SAS G12, which is a shotgun with Accurate, Talented, and Capable on it. They're also selling the Surplus SVD, like the Underground, with Trained, Determined, and Disciplined on it. And last but not least, they're selling the classic M60 with Predatory, Sustained, and Commanding. That'll do it for DZO3. Let's head on to DZO4. Alright agents, so we are here in DZO4. Let's go ahead and see what the mod vendor has for us today. So the only two things they got is a prototype electronics mod, which I won't use because I'm not a skill power build, and a prototype's performance mod with 6.5% ballistic shield health, which I also don't use. But if you guys are ones that use those, go ahead and pick them up here in the mod vendor. Now let's go on over to DZO5. Alright you guys, so we are here in DZO5. Let's see what the mod vendor has for us today. So right off the bat, we have a heavy magazine spring. Like I said before, I would rather get an extended mag. He has a loud vent brake, which isn't too bad, but I would probably wait for a different type of muzzle. He's got a PEQ 15 laser, which is can be pretty nice actually. And again, he has a 3.4 times scope, which I would pass on. I'd rather get a red dot. So let's head on over to DZO6 and see what they have for us there. Alright agents, we are here in DZO6. Let's see what the special vendor has for us today. So first off, they got the Final Measure Mask. It's rolled towards stamina with health on kill and increased kill XP. You got a Reclaimer Vest with another stamina roll with health on kill, armor, and ammo capacity, which isn't horrible. You got a Lone Star Backpack with an electronics roll with skill haste and ammo capacity, which isn't bad for that type of roll. You got a Predator's Mark with an electronics roll, and those are knee pads, with critical hit damage, disorient resistance, blind deaf resistance, and burn resistance. I'd probably re-roll the electronics, but that's just me. And next you have a Hunter's Faith holster with all-around great attributes for all, and it has plus 471 pistol damage. I would probably re-roll that one out of all of the stuff. And then you have the Striker's Gloves, with the firearms roll with assault rifle damage, health on kill, critical hit damage. And then your last but not least, the Dark Zone sealed cache. So now that we're done within the Dark Zone, let's go ahead and head on over to the base of operations and see what they have there. Alright agents, so we're here in the base of operations. Let's go ahead and see what the weapons vendor here has for us. Right off the bat, we're just going to scroll right down. He's got the Tactical SA58 with Responsive, Competent, and Adept, if you're interested in that. And for your gear vendor, he's got some operator gloves with Decisive on it. Headshots with the sidearm deal 35% more damage, which is always nice, especially when you are in the underground and you have the run out of ammo type thing, and all you have is a pistol, so that will definitely help. Next, let's check out the advanced weaponry vendor. We're going to skip over the normals. He's got the first wave PF45 with Expert Fierce on it. He's got the Police T821 with Self-Preserve, Responsive, and Brutal. He's got the Tactical ACR with Intense, Commanding, and Ferocious. He's got the Military M870 with Brutal, Swift, and Deadly, which is like a pretty decent roll for a shotgun. He's also got the hunting M44 with competent, trained, and capable, and the military MK46 with ferocious, fierce, and predatory. He's also selling a quick release magazine, a SR7 suppressor, a vertical grip, as well as the CQBSS scope. So now let's head on over to the terminal and see what they have for us there. Alright, agents, so we're here in the terminal. Let's go ahead and see what the special equipment vendor has for us today. We're going to skip over the normal ones like normal. He's selling the MP5 ST with deadly, meticulous, and commanding, which honestly isn't horrible. I'd definitely pick that up if you're interested in one of those. He's selling the G36C with determined, prepared, and focused on it. He's selling the SAS G12 with predatory, determined, and talented. I'd probably pass on that. He's selling the SOCOM M1A with unforgiving, provident, and intense. I would also pass on that. And he's selling the classic M60 with self-preserved, prepared, and meticulous, which honestly isn't horrible. So he's selling the operator mask with tenacious, increased damage by 10% for 10 seconds when using a med kit, which can be very useful, especially when doing PvP or PvE if you're doing an incursion. He's selling the Lone Star mask. He's selling the tactical vest with vigorous, which is always good. He's selling the striker's harness, stamina roll, tactician's authority vest with stamina roll, a predator's mark vest with stamina roll, a firecrest vest with stamina roll, which I might pick up, a reclaimer vest with stamina roll, and as well as a banshee shadow armor with stamina roll. He's also selling a spec ops pad with resourceful. All healing applied to you is also applied to your skill objects. Spec Ops pads with accomplished, rewards are tripled. He's selling a Sentry's Call knee pad, a Final Measure knee pad, and an Alpha Bridge knee pad. I might pick up the Alpha Bridge because we all know I'm looking. Alright, he's selling the tactical gloves with Astute. The first 3 bullets of your magazine have a 5% higher chance to do critical hit. He's selling gloves of the Nomad, Deadeye trigger gloves, prototype stamina mod, which is actually pretty decent, and a prototype performance mod with 3.5% turret damage. So if you're a turret runner, this is definitely something for you to look at. He's selling a high velocity magazine, an Omega rifle suppressor, a vertical grip, and a reflex sight, which is kind of like the red dot but not as good. But if you're still interested in it, that's actually not horrible. Next he has all of his caches like normal, and that'll do it for the equipment vendor. Let's go ahead down into the underground and see what they're selling there. Alright, agents, so we're here in the underground. Let's go ahead and see what the vendor has for us today. So he's selling the Surplus SVD when you hit rank 40 with Unforgiving, Commanding, and Discipline. When you hit rank 20, he's selling a 204 Surplus SVD with Unforgiving, Talented, and Discipline. He's selling the First Wave X45 at 182 with Expert and Predatory, and a Military G36 at 163 with Competent, Sustained, and Focused. So the rest are just blueprints that you can purchase. That'll do it for the vendor reset. Don't forget that all the checkpoints to the dark zones also have their own unique vendors if you want to check those out yourselves. If you guys found this video helpful, please smash that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in that next one. Peace.